Hey, so in this video, I wanted to share some of the different revenue sources that I've been generating, kind of the ideas and really 5 or 6 different sources of income. Be transparent about this. I've been getting a lot of questions about it, so I thought I'd just create a video on it to kind of show everybody what's going on here behind the scenes and whatnot. So if you're new here to the channel, consider subscribing for more videos like this one. We're helping people make more money, save more money, build a better financial future for themselves. I don't know why schools don't really teach things about personal finance, but hopefully you can find some value on this channel. So we're not selling products here. This is totally just free information for anyone and everyone who's willing to listen. So without any further ado, let's just get started with this video. And really the first source of income that I want to talk about that's been doing pretty well for me in the past couple months is actually just YouTube ad revenue. So YouTube ad revenue from this one channel, I'll pull up the numbers actually here. But so the YouTube ad revenue, it's semi-passive. I like to think of it as that because, you know, there's some videos that I'll put out from 2017 that I made. I didn't make many videos in 2017, but some of those videos are still generating a couple $100s per month in revenue almost 2 years later. So like a year and a half later, and they're still generating a couple $100s per month. So I do like to think that it's somewhat passive. And if I did stop creating YouTube videos today, next year I'd still be getting checks from YouTube, and the year after that I'd still be getting checks from YouTube. But obviously over time they would go down in total amount of money that's coming in, simply because you kind of have to keep juicing it to keep money flowing in from YouTube. So that's why I like to think of it as like semi-passive. You are putting up work up front. We've talked about passive income and the idea behind that, and why, you know, you're either putting work or you're putting time or you're putting money up front to generate money. But with this YouTube ad revenue, it is somewhat passive, but also, you know, it does take some work that's involved sometimes on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis to just kind of maintain it. So let me just show you my YouTube ad revenue here. So I don't know if you'll actually be able to even really see it very well. I might have to just put this on like a separate screen or something, or on like a table or something. But if we look at like the past 90 days or so, you can see it was about like $32,000 over a 90-day period. So it's about like $11,000 a month in actual YouTube ad revenue from this specific channel. Now, if you actually look at the chart, you can see that for early March, late February, it was doing like about $600 a day for most days, and that was because I was putting out a lot of content. I was putting effort into it. Most of February, I was actually, you know, putting out videos really every couple of days, probably 2 or 3 videos per week. And so because of that, the channel was doing a little bit better. But then once we got into March, and there's a reason why it kind of dropped down about $250 a day at the bottom there, and that's because I really wasn't putting effort into it. It's easy to get kind of comfortable when you're doing YouTube videos, but also just kind of like take a break from it. So I was over in Europe for all of March, and then I went over to Mexico, and now I'm in Panama. And so that's why the revenue kind of dropped there for a little while for the past couple of months. It's just been kind of difficult to actually create videos while traveling and doing other things. It can just get a little bit difficult to manage those. So that's one of the main revenue sources. Like I said, about like $11,000 a month in just ad revenue from this channel. But if you're gonna get anything out of this video, I want you to kind of understand this one idea that I've been running with, something that I kind of use for any of the businesses that I might be running. I have 3 LLCs right now, and it's just something that I focus on a lot. And I view money sort of as like a byproduct to anything that I might be doing. So to give you some great examples of this, you know, I think people kind of chase money a little bit too much, and that can actually hinder their growth in their business or their personal brand or whatever they might be trying to grow if they're trying to sell too hard, too much, and following the money too much. I'll give you some primary examples here. You look at somebody like Jeff Bezos. When he started Amazon, was his #1 goal to make as much money as possible? Well, obviously he wanted to make a lot of money, but he's been quoted saying this many times, that his #1 goal has always been to create the best customer experience possible, to have the most satisfied customer possible. And he's so obsessed with that idea, more so than he is about making money. Now, the money kind of follows if you can find ways to provide value to viewers or to customers, and I think that's kind of the thing that people don't really think about, or they leave out when they're trying to start a business. And I've done this in the past too. Like when I first started doing some different business ventures years ago, I would focus so much on the money instead of actually just creating the best possible value for the customer, and then it kind of just comes in afterwards. The money comes in afterwards. That's what I do with this channel. Like, I really don't try to monetize it too much, because I just think if I can provide value to people, then hopefully the money will just follow later on down the road. You know, you look at some people, if you remember BitConnect, if you do remember BitConnect, let me know down below and your thoughts on it. But there's some people who were making pretty similar videos to what I was doing, about like a year and a half ago when BitConnect was this big thing. It's essentially like a pyramid scheme, like literally like a pyramid. You would kind of recruit people, and then those people would recruit people, and it just went down like that. But people would start promoting it on YouTube, and they made a lot of money by promoting it. Some of them made millions of dollars by promoting BitConnect, but they really tarnished their name, and it turned out to be like a really big scam, and a lot of people lost a lot of money, except for the people at the top who were promoting it a lot. So those people chased money in the short run, and I'm sure a lot of them do regret it. I know a couple of people, not personally, but I've seen them who I have a feeling that they very much regret it, because there's people out there who literally want to kill them for losing a lot of money. So you know, your name is one of like the greatest assets that you could possibly have, and so I would be careful on like how you're treating it. And that's why I don't really sell products on this channel. I don't associate with very many people because I want to kind of keep my name in the best position as possible to create as much value as possible. That's really my business model. But like I said, money is a byproduct to anything that I do with this channel or any other business that I might be running. Another primary example of this, you look at something like Spotify or Robinhood or a lot of these different apps that you can get for free, and their idea behind this is to get as many customers as possible using their app. So that's why the app is free to use. Like Robinhood, they want to get as many people as possible on the app, and then eventually they might start charging money in the future for some different services or finding other ways to make money, but they're building that user base. I've seen people start apps and they'll try to charge $5 for a download of the app. Well, it's hard to build a user base when you're charging money to use an app right off the bat. So I think if you can find ways to like build up an audience or build up a user base before focusing on monetizing, it can actually help a lot in a lot of cases. So that's my primary kind of thing that I'm running with. Now, there's some other revenue sources. If you add up the other ones plus the YouTube revenue, it's pushing about $20,000 a month. So there's really like 3 or 4 different affiliate networks that I'll promote products with on this specific channel and on some other channels. But one of them is just Amazon Associates. So that one's pulling in about $1,000 a month in total. Half of that's based off of some of the videos from this channel. If you look at like, you know, I might put like a link to a book down in the description below in this video, and I'll get like 50 cents if you happen to buy the book through that specific link on Amazon. So it's not very much money, but it does add up over time, and it's definitely a nice little bonus to have on a monthly basis. So it's about $1,000 a month from that. But then the primary ones now are actually CJ affiliates. So a great example that I could kind of give with this is that I like to promote products that I think it's really a win-win-win for all 3 parties involved. So something like CIT Bank, which is you can get an online savings account with them. It's like 2.45% interest with that savings account. So sometimes I'll mention them in a video, or I'll put a link to their website in the description below for this video, or even Ally Bank I'll do it for sometimes. And what'll happen is if you click on the link, you happen to open a bank account with them, you start a savings account with them, you're in a better position most likely because you're saving money. And then I end up getting a commission in some cases if you clicked on that link. Sometimes it'll be $100, sometimes it'll be $50, $25, but CIT Bank will actually give me a commission for kind of getting that viewer to their website and getting them to sign up for a bank account. But like I said, I don't push it too hard, and I like those ones where it doesn't require like a purchase for the viewers, so they don't have to buy anything. It's just something they can sign up for free that I happen to get a commission off of in some cases. Now, I do this with M1 Finance, with Robinhood, Acorn Stash. There's a variety of other ones, like I said, Ally Bank, and even credit cards too. You can get bonuses from them as well. So with all those different combined, a lot of those go through CJ Affiliate. I've used ClickBank as well, so I actually get like paper checks from ClickBank still. I think they actually charge me like $2.50 to send me those specific checks. I think it's $2.50, but either way, I get checks from ClickBank as well, which is another affiliate network. Not my favorite one, but there are some products on there that are valuable that I do, you know, try to promote. In some cases, very subtly, very lightly, if I do think it's actually a good course or a good product that people might be selling. So that's another one on top of that that I will kind of discuss sometimes. Now, there's another source of revenue that I've been doing, and that is consulting. So consulting calls, I've tried not to do too many of these just because I don't have that much time to go through and talk to a lot of people on the phone. But if you're interested, I might as well actually just kind of plug this right now, I guess. I don't plug too many products, but if you are considering starting a YouTube channel or finding ways to make some more money to increase your income, then you can maybe just send me a DM on Instagram. That's what people do. Just send me a DM on Instagram. Start off with something about like phone call or consulting, and then kind of go into your message there. If you would like to get on the phone with me for 30 minutes or for an hour, we can kind of discuss everything that I've learned about YouTube, how to get millions of views on YouTube, how to make money on it, and some of just my strategies that I don't really share very often with some people. So, that's one of them as well. It's not very scalable. Anything with consulting in the service business, it's not super scalable. So I really try to do like 1 or 2 per day. Sometimes I'll just batch them all in one specific day. But that is another source of revenue that does come in that is nice to have, convenient. So between all those, like I said, it's about almost $20,000 a month. Not quite past over $20,000 a month, just a tad bit under for this specific past 28 days here. But those are my revenue sources. I just wanted to share them with you, and I don't want you to think like this is trying to brag or anything. Like, that's not the point of this video. It's to just show you like what's possible out there, because I'm just like a normal person, like a regular guy, I guess. I don't like just regular person, yeah. So if you wanted to start with something like this, you could totally do it. It's not really difficult. You just actually have to like put your mind to it and focus on it a little bit, spend some time on creating some quality content. I hope this content's quality. If you're watching the video right now still at the end of the video, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for supporting this channel. I think that's about it. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see everybody next time.